You have a folder on your hard disk right now, you know the one, full of songs that are almost ready, beats that just need one more thing, vocals you recorded at 2 a.m. that hit different, but you never let anyone hear them. That folder isn't a work in progress, it's a graveyard, and perfectionism dug every grave in it. Studies show that the average creative professionals abandon 80% of their work before finishing it. For music producers, I bet that the number is higher. The question isn't why you start. You're great at starting. The question is, why did you never let that song out of this room? Most people think perfection is about caring deeply about quality. It doesn't. Quality is dependent on the work. Perfectionism is about you. Perfectionism is actually a fear wearing this creative costume. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of releasing something that doesn't match the version living in your head. In Amadeus, Salieri spent his entire life thinking that Mozart's creative, natural genius could never be outdone by his deliberate, carefully done work. He could hear greatness. He just couldn't produce it without being perfect. Most producers are Salieri. They hear the ideal version so clearly that they fail to ever release the version that is in their hands. The gap between your taste and your output is real. Ira Glass called it the taste gap. You got into music because you had incredible taste for a certain kind of music. That same taste is now holding a gun to every single song you make. Perfectionism isn't a high standard. It's a locked door with no key. Each and every one of your unreleased songs isn't just an opportunity missed. It's a compounding depth of your creativity. Think of it like compound interest. Every song you don't release is a lesson you didn't find, feedback you didn't receive, a fan which was never found, a version of yourself you didn't grow into. The producers who releases 50 imperfect songs will always outdo the producer who releases only 5 perfect songs. Not because imperfection is a virtue, but because volume creates mastery. And here's the real talk. Your audience can't fall in love with music they've never heard. Why this arises is just because of comparison, but the wrong kind of comparison. You heard a Kendrick album or a Bruno Mars song and set that as your internal benchmark. The problem isn't ambition, it's time scale. You're comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. And I don't blame you. Social media also accelerated this. You're not just comparing yourself to the greats anymore. You're comparing yourself to every single producer you follow who's made it big or not made it big, and start comparing yourself with every single person. Let me take you through the symptoms. How you know perfectionism is running your session. You've been on the same 8-bar loop for 3 weeks. You open a project, listen once, and close it without touching anything. You finish a song and immediately start hearing what's wrong instead of if anything is sounding right. You've mastered the art of just one more plugin. The chain gets longer, but the song doesn't really change anymore. You've never played an unfinished song to anyone ever. I'll release it when it's ready is the most expensive statement in music. Ready is a myth. Every artist that you know and admire has some songs which he didn't really feel were completed, but those are their best hits. Also, the music industry moves fast. The song that you might be developing over 6 months because of a trend going on might be culturally late by the time you actually finish it. Relevance has a shelf life. Emotion doesn't, but only if people can hear it. Done is not the enemy of good. Done is good. Because done means real. Done means it exists outside of your hard disk. Finished doesn't mean perfect. Finished means intentional. You made every decision that you could with the skills, time, and resources you had. That's it. That's the standard. In Forrest Gump, Forrest never really had a plan. He just kept running. Each step wasn't perfect, but the journey was complete. Your discography is built the same way. One imperfect step at a time, and it only makes sense when you look back. Also, adopt the 80% rule. When you feel a song is 80% done to the level that you had in your head, it's considered to be ready. The last 20% might not even be in your grasps currently, and it will end up taking 80% of the time and rarely makes a difference between a song connecting or not. The version of you 2 years from now will hear the song and know what is there to be fixed. But release it now anyways. That's the point. You don't finish songs by making them perfect. You finish songs by deciding they're done. Now here are some practical ways to break the perfectionism loop. Set a session deadline. After 3 to 5 sessions, whatever you decide, it either gets released or gets archived for 6 months. No excuses. Second, the stranger test. Play the song to someone who's not in your circle, who doesn't really know your process. When they are hearing it, you'll hear a lot more things in the song that you would when you were listening to it alone. And once people can feel something with it, and you can as well, it's ready. Next, ship something small first. A demo, a snippet, a lo-fi version. Break the psychological seal of releasing it. After the first release, I promise you it gets way easier. Next, name the fear specifically. Stop saying it's not ready. What do you mean when you say it's not ready? Are you scared of the comments? Are you scared of the backlash? Are you scared of the sound? And name it. Fear loses power when it's specific. Personally, I compose songs as a solo singer-songwriter and as a duo creating chill-out electronica music as well. Many times when we're working on our songs, it always feels as though it lacks something, especially if you have taken too long to finish the song and sat on it for multiple sessions. We send it out anyways. We deal with the bad reviews just the same as the good praises. We use them in our next tracks. And as it happens for many artists, you never know which song actually catches a pulse. Many of the songs which we felt were amazing never actually got viral, whereas some songs which we didn't even want to release but released anyway made a huge impact on our track numbers. There's a song on your hard drive that someone needs to hear. Not because it's perfect, but because it's your voice. Go finish it. I hope the points here help you for the same. And check out my other videos, because on Music in Progress, we talk about musicians and music producers creating a life and career out of music alone. See you next time.